Alrighty guys, I'm going to start off with the Morphe 350 palette, going in with that brown shade, and I'm just going to grab my Sonia Kashuk blending brush, and I'm going to kind of put this a little high in the crease, but I'm going back and forth in windshield wiper motions and in circular motions as well. And I'm sorry that my husband is in the background, but anyways, I'm just going to keep blending. And then once I have that taken care of, I'm going to grab my Morphe M441 blending brush, and I'm just going to go back over that, and it doesn't have any product on there, and I'm just trying to just buff that out a little bit. And then once I have that taken care of, I'm going to grab my MB23 Morphe brush, and again, this has no product, and I'm just going to buff it out a little bit more. So now that I have that taken care of, I'm going to grab this iridescent whitish pink shade, and I'm going to just use one of my random brushes. It's a little flat eyeshadow brush, and I sprayed some of my Vitamin E Body Shop setting spray on there after I put the eyeshadow on, so that it would be shiny and more iridescent and just pop a little bit more, and so it would stick a little bit better. And I just patted that on, and then I kind of went over it, and now I'm just trying to get some of that eyeshadow so that none of the glitter gets up in my crease with that MB23 brush. And then I'm going to be taking a smaller Morphe brush. It's kind of a little bit fatter, but it's a Morphe M433 brush, and I'm taking a little bit of that orangish reddish shade, and I'm just going to go through my crease just on the low part though. And I'm going to kind of bring it around to the outer corner of my eye, and then I will eventually buff this out as well. Now I'm moving on to the other eye, and I'm just going to repeat the steps. And I'm sorry if the lighting's a little bit out of focus. I didn't have anything really set up. It was just natural light, and the sun was kind of moving in and out behind the clouds. Alright, so I'm just going to continue that. Okay, and now you know what's next. I'm going to grab my Sigma E65 brush and my Inglot AMC Gel 77 eyeliner, and I'm going to make wings. Make wings! So to make my eyeliner just stand out just a little bit and have sharper lines, especially whenever I have glitter eyeshadow on, I like to just take some NYX matte liquid liner, and then I just kind of go over the edges so that it's a little bit sharper and more defined. And now that I have that out of the way, I'm going to grab this Pore Pore Minish primer, and I'm just going to put that on my face. And this is kind of, it feels kind of like almost a minty kind of feeling on your face. I guess like a rejuvenating, kind of wake you up kind of feeling. And I feel like it just primes my face well, and it just smells good too. And I ended up getting this from my sister-in-law, and of course somehow I got eyeliner, so I had to take care of that. So then I'm going to take my Maybelline Dream Wonder, and I'm going to just go ahead and put this on my face. And why not make a some war paint for the Super Bowl game? So then I'm going to take this Morphe, it's kind of a flat kabuki brush, and I'm just going to buff out my foundation. And the way I like to do it is I like to just kind of go in circular motions, and then once I have it where I need it to be, then I'm going to pat it on my face. So I like to make sure it covers, and then I'm going to put just a little extra layer on there and just pat it off, or pat it in basically. And now that I have that on there, I'm going to get my Beauty Blender wet, and I'm just going to kind of soak up some of the excess so that it's a little bit more hydrating. Then I'm going to grab this Aesthetica Cosmetics contour kit and contour my face like I usually do. I know you've seen this like a billion times. So I'm just gonna go through that really quick. So I just sponged some of the excess off, and then I'm going to take this translucent powder by Benefit, and I'm going to sort of bake with it. And then I'm going to do something different that I've never done on my channel. I'm going to take a pencil brush, and I'm going to kind of contour my nose. So this didn't turn out as well as I expected it to, but hey, it was one of the first times I really tried to do it on camera, and you can't really tell, but I tried to make it work. So that was kind of a first for me. And obviously I've got to buff it out, and sometimes, you know, your brushes just don't do as well as you'd hope. So you gotta get your finger in there, and you gotta use what God gave you. Just work what you got. But I just used a Morphe blending brush to kind of buff it out a little bit, and then I used my finger. It's like, this isn't working. I'm gonna get something else. So now that I've let that bake for a minute, I'm going to take one of my Morphe fluffy brushes, I'll link it in the description box below, and wipe away that bake. And then I just rubbed a little bit on my face so that it was kind of set, but obviously not too much. Then I'm going to take this MAC blush, and this is in the shade Honey, but I'm not exactly sure which kind. Again, I got this from my sister-in-law, and at the bottom of it rubbed off, and I don't really know what it is. So then, now that I have that settled, I'm going to grab my Physicians Formula highlighting powder and a fan brush, and I'm gonna just slightly highlight with it. So now that that's taken care of, I'm going to use this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Prague. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a real pretty kind of purplish neon pink. I don't really know how to describe it, but I just thought it was a little bit fun and different and not necessarily a look that I usually do. And this stuff smells so good. And it kind of tastes good, like, after it comes off. I know that's kind of silly, but my lips were so stinking dry, so I had to put on some of my Victoria's Secret lip plumper to kind of soften my lips up before I put this on, so that it didn't settle in my lines on my lips, and it actually looked pretty decent. Okay, so now that I have that done, that is my finishing product. I hope you guys enjoyed. Love you. Bye.